morning, Jacked and Nerdy fans. Welcome to my non-spoiler review for the new Zac Efron biopic film, The Iron Claw. Before we jump into that review though, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, as always, please give these videos a thumbs up. It helps promote the channel to other users and it doesn't cost you a thing. So hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate your support. So with that out of the way, let's jump into it. The Iron Claw. Straight away I was interested in this film after I saw the first trailer because it's a biopic about a wrestling family. I have been a massive wrestling fan since the mid to late 90s. WWE, WWCW, ECW, all of those sorts of things. I grew up loving the sport and the various different competitors. So naturally I was drawn to this type of film. Then, obviously hearing about some of the casting, you've got Holt McCallany, I hope I'm pronouncing his name, fantastic actor, love everything that he's been in. But then also some of the new younger faces, Harris Dickinson, Lily James, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Jeremy Allen White, all fantastic actors and actresses in their own right doing fantastic work. But the biggest surprise to me with this film was Zac Efron, or Efron, I should say. I am not a Zac Efron fan until now. I've really haven't enjoyed any of his previous works. I mean, Baywatch, okay, that was alright, but really I watched it for The Rock and a couple of the female actresses. But really, I did not watch Baywatch for Zac. All his other stuff like Bad Neighbors and Bad Grandpa or whatever, and I really couldn't care less. I thought he was just a ploy and what have you. However, in this film, I mean, the physical transformation that he's gone through to play this character, for half of the film, I had trouble even recognizing him. It was that unrecognizable, that just the amount of transformation that he went through, and I've got to give him massive props for that. I found myself countless times in this film just looking at his physique, thinking to myself, damn, like that is a specimen. And he did a fantastic job. But also, I have to say, this is the first film where I've looked at Zac Efron and I've thought to myself, you know what? He has absolute legitimate acting chops and he can go far. He can do really well with his career if he focuses and dedicates himself to choosing really good roles, this being one of them. I don't know if he will get an award nomination for this role. I hope he does. Personally, I really hope he does get some sort of award nomination or consideration. I don't think he'll win, but at least getting a nomination would be good for him, because I think he did a fantastic job in this film and he really, really showed us his acting chops and his acting potential, as opposed to just playing stupid, ridiculous comedic roles, which he's been known for in the past. So, big double thumbs up for Zac Efron and his performance. I also loved Jeremy Allen White. I thought he was really, really good in this as well. Both of them showed real depth of character, and I just loved seeing them on screen together. I thought they were fantastic. So, if you're not familiar with the story, The Iron Claw tells the story of one of the prominent wrestling families back in the 80s, the Von Erich family, and the contribution that they made to wrestling in America. Also tells the tragic story of the family, or the family curse. So it isn't a silly film. It's not a comedy film. It really is a sports drama biopic. Really, I call it a biopic because it is telling the story of the lives of these people and their family, and what they went through over the years of trying to build a name for themselves and the name of the family. And you know what? I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I went into this film with moderate expectations. I didn't really know what to expect, but almost right from the outset, from the start to the finish, I absolutely loved it. At no point did I feel like I was getting bored. At no point did I feel that I got pulled out of the story. Everything just flowed perfectly, and and it's. I mean, it isn't a short film. It does go for roughly 2 hours, so it's not your quick hour and a half kind of wham bam film. It does go for a bit, 2 hours, but I never felt that it went too long. So I think the timing and the pace of the film is right on par. They did a really, really good job with that. As I said, the acting was great. That it is a period piece, obviously being set back in the 80s. But they did a great job with that. Like, didn't feel out of place. It didn't, at no point was it kind of, did anything kind of fall short or what have you. And I think they did a fantastic job. I'm just reading here online that, so it had, in my opinion, a very modest budget of $29.5 million, which I think is a very, very modest budget, and it's definitely going to make that money back in spades. It's been distributed by A24 Films, and an interesting thing that I noticed in the film is that WWE Entertainment weren't involved in it. I actually honestly thought WWE Entertainment would have been heavily involved in it, but they weren't. Instead, it is a BBC Studios film, which I thought was really, really interesting. And I didn't expect that. As I said, I really expected WWE Entertainment to be involved, but they weren't. So, very interesting tidbit there. So, look, all in all, I honestly thoroughly enjoyed this film. I hope it gets some sort of awards consideration, not just for the film itself, but also for Zach. I don't know if it will. I don't know if the timing of the release will allow for that. But who knows? I hope they do get some sort of nomination. It's scoring very, very well online at the moment. It's got an IMDb score of 8.1 out of 10 and an 88% Rotten Tomatoes score. So it is doing very, very well with critics and the public at the moment. So, look, if you're a wrestling fan, if you're a sports fan, if you just enjoy biopics, or if you like movies based on true stories, actual events, you will enjoy this film. It is a solid, enjoyable film. I could not think of a single fault with it. I just sat back and just enjoyed watching this film. Had a few laughs, had a few sad moments because it is a very tragic story. But all in all, I absolutely love this film, and I've got to take my hat off to Zac Efron. All the cast. I've got to take my hat off to, but especially Zac Efron for his physical transformation. I could not recognize him, and he did a fantastic job. Also, the director, Sean Durkin, kudos to him. He did an absolutely phenomenal job. And look, all I can say is get out there, go and see this film for yourself. See it in the cinemas. Use your dollars. wisely. Vote with your dollars. Go and see this film in the cinemas. It is definitely worth a watch. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought if you went and saw The Iron Claw. I'd be interested to know if people enjoyed it as much as I did. So hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts of The Iron Claw. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We got heaps more content coming out. As you can see behind me, we've got a delivery that just came in. We got a new hot toy sitting there that we'll be doing an unboxing video of over the next week or so. We got heaps more movies coming out. We've got June. We've got what else have we got? Geez, we got so much. We got Argyle, June, Madam Web. We got the Book of Clarence. We've got Ghostbusters. We've also got TV shows coming out like in the next 24 hours. We've got the season finale of Reacher. We've got The Brother's Son on Netflix, which we'll be reviewing. We've got Percy Jackson finishing up on Disney Plus. Halo coming out in the next 2-3 weeks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.